It's 7 o'clock. This is Skip Couch at diverstalk.com and the Clayton Diving Club. We were out yesterday with Joe, and he's our secretary, and he's running the dive for the weekend. We buoyed some cars so that we have easy access to them when we get ready to take you out. We were going to go to Canada, but there wasn't enough interest, so we've decided that we're going to be or Joe decided we're going to dive out of here. So if you want to get on the dive, just get a hold of Joe, and he will give you the place to meet. And I believe it's going to be 10 o'clock on Saturday. Our dive schedule is going to be probably dive the Maggie L. That's about 70 feet of water. Then we'll probably be going over and dive the cars. That's only about 20 some feet of water. There's quite a few cars there. And then I think we're going to dive the Grandview. That's in about 45 feet of water. And that's a nice little wreck. That we're figuring 2 tanks for the day. Joe's got his boat, and he take, but he's full. If he gets full, maybe we can find another boat or something, but I don't think we will. Right now, there's only one other person besides myself and Joe, so there's 3 of us. I, of course, am not diving because of my sinuses, but the other thing I've got to talk about is I was up to the Cape Vincent Diving Club today, to their meeting, and they had a lot of information. They're diving the wrecks out on the lake. They're going to be diving the Vic, I guess, a Keystorm, plus all the wrecks out around Kingston during the summer months. They got a pretty good schedule, good schedule. The other thing that we had talked about was we're talking about doing a first aid course. The 2 clubs get together, and we should be able to get enough people for one. We're looking into it right now. We'll do probably either just a basic first aid, or we may do an advanced first aid, or we do both. Ken's in? Oh, hi, Ken. So we may do either, and that's Ken. If you have any information on who to contact on doing a first aid course, get a hold of me on it later on, so that we can set something up with a place and what have you to do it, and if there's going to be a charge for it. We should. The Cape Vincent Club is very interested, and I think we probably get quite a few people from the Clayton Club too. So that's what I've got right now. I see, Ken, that you got the buoy on the Maggie L. That was good. I hope you had help. I told you I'd help you, but I didn't get any calls, so I assume you had help to do it. The diver access is in, of course, and it's looked like it's been okay. We still gotta move the anchors. I gotta get a hold of Bob and find out if he can bring his lift bags down sometime, and we can get those anchors moved out a little further and rearrange the platform a little bit better. Give a little bit more room on the platform that way. I hope to do it next week or 2 and get it done. And then if we can, we'll probably get some chain or something like that to replace them cables that we got on there. Be chain of some sort. I haven't got a length yet, but when I do, I will definitely be talking about that and figuring out how we're going to pay for it. We are working on a parking meter for down there for people to put donations in, and when I get it set up, and he's just in the chat room. Okay, hi, Joe.
Ken said he was sorry it was last minute. Bob called and they were on the water in about 15 minutes.
Good. Great. Great. Just as long as it got done, that's all that matters. Our guest isn't here right now, is he?
He just messaged me. He's the Wi-Fi at the hotel. He got disconnected, but he's working on getting back.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I assume that everybody heard about the possibility of having a first aid course. It would be either in Clayton or up the Cape. I'm not sure wherever we can get it. I don't know if we go through a fire department maybe or hospital or something like that to do a first aid course. And I personally would like to see an advanced one, but a couple of them other ones wanted to. Maybe we should start out with a basic first aid course and then maybe have a advanced after that. That way, there we'd cover pretty much all the aspects of if there was ever an emergency. And it's good to be prepared. Our guest is trying to get on right now.
Guest is Charles from Cruise Planners of Texas.
Yeah. Cruise what?
Cruise Planners of Texas.
Cruise Planners of Texas, and the gentleman's name is Charles. And he was on, and the Wi-Fi at the hotel where he's at has, I guess, went down for a few minutes, and he's trying to get back on again. So I'm sure he will get back on. He had a real good connection earlier, so I'm sure he'll get back on.
I don't really want to start.
Okay, here we go. There we go. There you go. Hi, Charlie.
That's good. How you doing?
Skip Couch. Not too bad. I'm glad you got it back on. I hope your thing holds up now.
I hope so. I'm on a hotel
Wi-Fi
Wi-Fi,
sometimes,
so
I guess it's.
never know.
Yeah. Well, why don't we get right on with what you got going on, so we can get all your information in here. Give it to you. I'll answer any questions, or I'll ask questions, or whatever.
Okay. My company is Cruise Planners of Texas, and we're part of the Cruise Planners Network. We're about 900 franchises, and we're a full-service travel agency. And my wife and I are actually looking into getting into diving. That's how I came across your group. And we want to specialize in diving vacations, to places like Belize or Cancun. And I was hoping to get some information from you guys. What are the best dive spots and what people are looking for out there.
Yeah. Well, don't forget our area, the Thousand Islands, is a pretty good place to come diving too. So it's a pretty good destination. We have a lot of shipwrecks up here. It's not Caribbean diving. Like right now, the water temperature is about 55 degrees. It does get up into a little bit warmer, into the 70s. Visibility's really pretty good, but the shipwrecks are our big draw up here. We do have people that like to go south or into the Caribbean. What was the Pirates Cove in Oklahoma? Pirates Cove in Oklahoma City. I don't know if you're familiar with them or not. They have
I'm in Oklahoma City right now.
Going out all the time. You're in Oklahoma City now.
Pirates Cove Scuba Shop.
Yeah, Pirates Cove Scuba Shop in Oklahoma City. I don't know the exact address, but
I'll Google it.
He is located in Oklahoma City.
Okay. What a coincidence. I just happened to be there.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Tell him that I sent you.
I sure will. Well,
you have it here.
Like
Okay, we're going to get a phone number for you for that shop.
Okay. Well, let me give you my information.
Now,
while
where
we're
are you located? Yeah, where are you located in Texas? What part?
We're actually located out of Tyler, Texas. If you've ever heard of that part, it's in deep East Texas.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And we're part of the American Express network. We have access to all their benefits. And I'd like to give you my...
yeah, good.
Our website is cruiseplannersoftexas.com. So I'd like to encourage everybody to go check that
Okay,
out and
that's
sign
good.
up and get a hold of us. We have video, we have a library of videos on there about all sorts of travel. And if you
Right.
put your
Good. Good.
email address in, we have weekly email specials that come into your inbox.
Uh-huh. Good. Good. Yeah. Okay.
Phone number?
You want a phone number for Parts Cove Dive Shop? We can give it to you now.
Sure, go ahead.
405.
Okay, 405
All right.
722 4465. And what was it? John was his name?
They're on Meridian Ave in Oklahoma City.
Okay, Meridian Avenue, Oklahoma City. That's what they're located on.
Oh, okay, I know right where that is. It's not too far from me right now.
Yeah, okay, good. Oh,
Networking for him.
that'd be a good network to start with. Anyways, they do a lot of traveling. You might be able to hook right up right there and have a and they have other networks too. I'm sure that diving, groups.
Oh,
So
that sounds perfect. I'm in Oklahoma City about every other week.
there you go. Maybe that's a good connection for you. I hope it works out.
Well, thanks a lot, Skip. I appreciate that.
Where do you take? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, that's what we're here for. We
That's
have
the whole point of the show.
we have connection. That's the whole point of our show, is to make sure that the divers and the industries are connected, and they can, you can make connections this way. We do have, what was had one in Florida. I can't remember what the names it was now.
The one that never got on, right?
Yeah, they never got on. Yeah, it was a Key West or Key Largo or. Yeah, I don't know. We what we'll do is any groups that we've got your information. We can always drop you a line and tell you here's another one to contact. So yeah, have them contact you or something like that even. Next week, what is it? California.
Guy in California, we're going to be talking to next week.
Yeah, there's a dive group in California we're going to be talking to next week. Yeah.
Antelope Valley Desert Diver.
Antelope Valley Desert Divers in.
They're a big group out there.
Yeah. Sacramento, wasn't it?
No.
Oh, Palmdale, California.
And
Okay.
I got a phone number if you want that.
And we got a phone number for them even. So.
Sure, go ahead.
Maybe we'll just give what's the phone number? 661 285 5225. And
ambassador for that.
Jack Cook is the one to talk to, and I guess it's a pretty big organization. So, hey, you may make out real good.
I'll tell them Skip sent me.
Where have you been taking? Yeah, right. Well, they won't know me until next week. So, diverstalk.com.
Okay.
Yeah, we're on every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock, and sometimes we're on for half hour or even up to an hour. I mean, we don't if there's a lot of interest, we stay on. If it's not, then we drop off. We're just a local diving club up here, and I'm the president of the Clayton Diving Club. We've been involved since '67. I've been diving since '59. So I've been around a while, and I've dove actually in Oklahoma area. So yeah, it's never dove in Texas. I never got in Texas yet. So hopefully get there someday. Yeah, what trips have you got planned in the next month or so? Group
personally,
to go someplace,
yeah, we're my wife and I will be taking a cruise out of Houston. Norwegian is starting a cruise out of Houston, Texas now, and we'll be going down to Cancun stops in Cancun,
Yeah,
Belize,
yeah.
and Roatan. So we're hoping to get some
See, all
diving
those
in
are
down
good
there.
dive sites. Yeah, yeah, them are all good dive sites. So you could set up a probably. I see here. There's one here that I've got. I was going to mention, but I'm not going to now. But they have 11 night Caribbean cruise, and it's a dive cruise, and it's from February 2nd to February 13th. Uh, but it's 7 or 8 days of diving. Uh, that's what divers like. They like them liveaboards. If you can get up, set up with a liveaboard, uh, they really like that. That's really ideal for diving. They have they have all their diving equipment. They have all their food and everything, and you dive, eat, and sleep basically. And usually you get a lot of for. I know Ken's on. He's our treasurer, and he's planning on going to Truck Lagoon. I think it's next year or the year after, one or the other. It's a year or two. He's going to go to Truck Lagoon, and that's a liveaboard. They just eat, sleep, and dive, and that's it. It's quite good. It's quite a good trip like that.
Oh, that sounds like a great trip.
You might want to contact the underwater hotel in the Keys
Yeah.
too.
What's
You might want to contact the underwater hotel in the Keys too. They just
Yeah.
opened up.
Yeah, there's a hotel that just opened up in Florida Keys, and
Love
the Scuba Underwater Hotel.
Juls, Jules Underwater.
Oh, Jules Underwater Hotel in Keys. They just opened up, and what you got to dive down to get to it, and it's a hotel.
Great.
So they're going to be on sometime in 2 weeks. Yeah.
On the end of the month.
They're going to be on towards the end of the month. So
Oh, well, I'll have to check
if
it out.
you get back on, you might be able to. Yeah.
Absolutely. We go to Key West once or
How
twice
long
a
you been
year.
in business?
Well, actually, we've just started
How long
about
you been in
6 months
business for a
ago.
travel agency?
Well, we just started
yeah,
our business
okay.
about 6 months ago. Yeah. And we're
And
growing. We're looking
you
to
diving?
go
Are you a
more.
diver now, or
No, actually, all I've ever done is
are you a
snorkel.
diver
But,
now? No.
my wife and I are planning on getting certified this summer. And actually, some of the cruises
Yeah.
offer certifications on the cruise, so we're going to look into that. And it's definitely a hobby
Personally, I
we
would
want to get involved
go
in.
to a dive shop. Yeah, I would go to a dive shop and get a real certification.
Okay.
Those certifications are kind of quick on them excursions. Let's put it this way. I'm not real. I mean, I've been diving for quite a few years. So, like that dive shop right there in Oklahoma. Talk to them. They do certifications. I'm sure. He's an instructor, and right there you go up there a couple times a month, anyways. I'm
Right.
sure he could set something up for you, and maybe you can work something out for a trip to someplace and get your certifications and what have you. So it's one hand wash the other,
Absolutely.
But if you ever come up in the Thousand Islands, it's upper state New York. It's way up, right on the Canadian border. Lake Ontario drains into our river, and we have an awful lot of shipwrecks. And if you just come up for one or two people come up and we want to have a good time, we'll show you a good time diving. That's for sure. And we have a lot of places to go have a beer and also have a good meal. And Ken, he's on right now. He does charters out of here. He runs a Thai charter service, and he has he takes a 6-pack is what it is, and he hits all the wrecks. And, heck of a good time with him too. So
Well, that
if
sounds
you're ever
like a lot
up
of
in this
fun.
area, or if you ever want to come up this way, yeah, our depths can range from anything. Shipwrecks in 15 feet of water to 200 feet of water if you're real qualified. So you could dive just about anything. Old ships, modern, type of steel hull freighters and what have you. So
The other place is Tobermory.
Well, that
yeah,
sounds
there's
like a lot
another
of
place,
fun.
Tobermory. Ontario, Tobermory, Ontario, Canada. That's 165 miles north of Toronto. That's a diver's paradise up there. There are a lot of divers go up there. It's kind of hard to get to because there's no airfield. I think Toronto's the closest, and then you got to drive from there. But they have a lot of wrecks up there too. I mean, lots of wrecks and real good visibility. So I've been up there about 8 times. It's a nice spot.
Very nice.
But yep. But once you get into the circuit of with the divers, especially, it'd probably really keep you busy. You know, setting up trips, and especially come fall and winter. People like to, especially in the north, they like to get the heck out of here for a couple weeks, and get down into the nice sunny weather down there. The Caribbean. Cozumel is a good spot too. That's interesting. Yeah, I've been to Cozumel. It's a nice area.
Have you been to Belize?
It's someplace. No, never got there. No.
We were just looking into that.
I've done Cozumel. No, I've done Cozumel. I've done the Keys. I've done Freshwater Springs in Florida. Some of the rivers in Florida, but I've done the East Coast, off the East Coast quite a little bit, but never got down into the real heart of the Caribbean. So it's always a little bit more expense than I can seem to afford. But we have a good time when we go someplace. So doesn't matter where I go, I have a good time.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Maybe we can put something together and get the whole group together.
Yeah.
Go dive in the Caribbean sometime.
That would be very nice. Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. Yep. But we will. We've got your information. You got his information, right?
Yeah, you can keep emailing me, and we'll keep posting. If he's got stuff coming up, email me, and we'll see Wednesday nights before the show.
Yeah.
We'll say what he's got coming up.
Yeah, if you email us before the show on Wednesday night, and you got some kind of a trip coming up that you want to advertise, we can get it on for you. Give you a little plug. We're nonprofit. We just have a good time. That's all. We want to help everybody out. So that's what we try to do.
Well, good. I'd like to help some divers out. I'll be working on putting something together to get back to you with.
Yeah, great.
Check into the liverboard. That sounds like the way to go.
It is. Because you got everything there, and the boat can move from one spot to another, especially at night when you're not diving. They can move to another site, and in the morning they're anchored over another site, ready to go diving again. So, yeah, they do some night dives too. But if you want to move, they can move when you're non-diving, which is nice. And they're pretty big boats, so that they are quite comfortable. They have all the food you want too.
And drink
too. Never any problems with food on them. Yeah. Try to limit that a little bit if you're diving deep, though. Especially the next day. You don't want to be too hungover.
I understand.
A few toddies at night's not too bad, but I get too many.
Right on. All right.
Yeah. You got anything else?
No, I really.
Let's have your website. Announce your website.
It's pretty easy. It's cruiseplannersoftexas.com, and there's all sorts of information there.
We've got it, but good. cruiseplannersoftexas.com. So,
right.
If anybody, one of our people that watch this, may want to take it down, and we have this archived so that during the weeks people check into these things. Like last month, we had, I think, over 1,000. We had 1,000 views on our site after our program. So people check on these things later on. so that they get your information that way too. So it may help you out.
Very nice.
I sure
We'll have
hope
to
it
work on
will,
some of this
and I
too.
hope you have a. I didn't get what
You
he's.
were talking over.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I was just saying we'd work out a discount for the group. Just mention you saw me on here, and we'll work something out for all the members.
There you go. Okay, I will, and I will refer it to everybody too. So hopefully sometime we'll get together.
All right, sounds good.
I guess, yeah, I guess we really enjoyed having you on, and I guess we're going to be signing off now. We haven't got anything else right now, have we, Scott? Scott's my he's my control man here. He keeps everything working. So that's my son. So he's a computer person. I have to clarify with him every time before I do anything. So yeah, I bet you he does. He does real good. So okay, well this is Skip Couch divers.com, and we'll be signing off. So yep. Yeah, and good luck on
good
all
talking
that stuff.
to you, and
He gave you
I'll be
information
watching
on.
again.
Yeah, great.
Thanks a lot,
Let us know you're on. We'll talk to you.
I certainly will.
I saw his red X up here. Yep.
Okay.
Have a good one.
All right. Thanks a lot.
This is Skip Couch. We'll see you next week. Yeah, we'll see you next week on diverstalk.com at 7 o'clock on Wednesday evening. Just hit the red X.
When a pirate named Bill Johnston